place where there's articles like there's a giant mirror. There's a giant mirror in space ready to reflect our once good nation of the United States, or Donald Trump is secretly an alien from outer space, ready to devour our souls once he becomes president. You know there's an article like that, and you've seen it. And you've seen one of your weird family members post it on, like, Facebook or something, and you're just like, gosh dang it, crazy aunt. I wasn't going to say crazy grandma, because I love my grandma. Because my grandma is one of the most important people in my life. Thank you so much, Grandma. I'm probably about to cry now. Gosh dang it, this recording session is going to make me cry. A portal has opened. 2, we can finally warp. If you want to breathe the air of the world... If you want to breathe the air of the world of light for a moment, let me know. I'll take you there. You know what? I actually need to... Oh my gosh, what the heck? I didn't even mean to do that. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of dead Zoras. You can't just freeze a bunch of... You know, you gotta keep the fish... We can't eat this fish like this. It has to be fresh. Those are Zoras. Wow, this is really strange. What in the world happened? Obviously, they got frozen. Come on, man. What? Hey, what do you want to do? We can't just leave them like this, says you. I think all we need to do is thaw them out. Yeah, I'll just go get my lighter. We'll have a great time. It does us no good just to stand here thinking. Let's leave and come back later. The portal should work for us. We need to find a way to melt the ice and then come back here. You know what? I actually need to head that way anyway, so let's warp out. I had to think to myself, I'm like, what do I... It's kind of funny that, like, the game's like, boom, this thing, and it's like, that's an odd thing to have in that, like... When I show you what we need to go grab, it's gonna be like, that's such a... When it first comes down, you're like, that's such an odd thing. Why did that like, sequence of events happen? And then, like, when it eventually comes into fruition, you're like, oh, that's why it happened. I'm a wolf now. And we're listening to the amazing Goron music. See this thing. But I actually need to go get the Howling Stone, because I actually missed it. Yeah, I know, Midna. I know, Midna, what we're supposed to do, but I need to get a stone. I wonder if the Goron sees the wolf, are they like, huh, a wolf. That's pretty cool. Because, you know, like, humans see a wolf, they're like, oh no, that's a wolf. That's a scary, that's a wolf with blue eyes. I think he might be a Nazi. Link confirmed to be a Nazi, because he has blonde eyes and blue hair. Blonde... He has blonde eyes and blue hairs. Yes, he does. Oh my gosh, blonde eyes and blue hairs. I'm gonna keep with it. I'm sticking with it. This thing. I need to activate this. You know, this song's gonna sound oddly familiar for some odd reason, but I can't put my finger on it. Ooh, I don't know how to do this. Okay, I got this. Okay, you know what? I don't got this. Ooh. Okay, you know, I messed it up twice. Here we go. I got this time. That should be it. Yeah, that song actually sounds pretty familiar if you've played a good old game known as Majora's Mask. I gotta listen to the song because this is gonna be amazing, so we're all gonna listen to it together. Here we go. You crazy wolf. I know your song. I'm actually glad that it leaves these little trail marks where you the wolf on the other side's like, you messed it up. Gosh dang it. Here we go. You know, I've always liked the Song of Healing. Let teaching of old pass to you. Take sword in hand and find me. Like I was saying, I always like the Song of Healing. I don't know why. It's really like soothing and like beautiful. Especially if you listen to Smooth McGroove version. Here we go. Hey, play that version. I might get copyright striked. You know what? Never mind. Don't play that one. I don't think he'd copyright strike me. He seems like a nice fellow. Anyway, the Song of Healing's amazing. A lot of the songs from Majora's Mask are really amazing. Like the Oath to Order. The Oath to Order, I think that's how you say it. The Oath, is it the Oath of Order or is it the Oath to Order? I have no idea. The oath of order, I think it is, because you're pretty much saying, hey, I want to help you guys out. I want to talk to one of these Gorons real quick after I do this. Hey, buddy, what's up? Can I talk to you? I can't talk to you. He's just like, that's a wolf. Whatever. This thing has been here for a while now, but it's still pretty hot, probably because I've jumped from a volcano. Yes, let's warp it. Obviously, this giant thing that came out of, like, literally nowhere, it was just like, hey, we're here. You think a Goron standing there's like... if I was like Goron standing there and this happened, I would be like, what the freak? Don't say that every day. Oh, well. Back to being a Goron. Back to eating rocks. That's not very healthy, Mr. Goron. Did that rock just teleport? And did that wolf just teleport? Whatever, I've seen worse. I've seen weirder. I've been alive for like half my life. I've seen a lot weirder things. That's like the Goron from like one of the original ocarinas. He's like, I've seen a giant dragon almost eat me. That's a pretty giant experience in my life. You know, I don't think it was a great idea to drop a giant rock like that and just break the ice. I'm just saying that right now because that might have hurt a lot of people. Obviously, it's hot enough to melt the ice, but I'm just saying it might have been hard enough to break like half the people underneath the ice. You know, we might have killed a bunch of people. I'm just saying that right now. It's like one of those video games where like you freeze people and you could like break them and it's just like BioShock. I'm glad everyone's like, huh, we're unfrozen now. That's fantastic. Ah, water. You know, it just happened so fast. Conveniently video game placement, thanks. I hear my dog. But I hear her. I can smell her. You knew something that's so... who knew something so dangerous would come in handy? Me. I did, because it looked oddly out of place over there. Alright, the Zoras are safe now, so let's go. The ice melted and restored the water flow to normal, so we can finally meet the spirit of Lake Hylia. I actually jumped through that text a lot faster than I should have. I don't know why. Hey, you guys are all right. It's fantastic, isn't it? I'm glad we're all good friends again. I'm glad your queen or king or whoever's is gone too. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. I'm glad that I won't get any. I'm glad that I won't get any of the rewards. Wait. Who's that? I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, it's a ghost lady. Oh, it's Princess Rudo. Oh, you died. I'm sorry. Please, you must allow me to thank you for revitalizing both my people in the spring, which is the water source of all the lands of Hyrule. Yeah, I don't know why you would entrust a single source to be one of those. In life, I was the Elder Zora of the village and queen of my people. I was Rutella. Oh, you're not Princess Rudo. Get out of here, Rutella. That sounds like a weird name. Not to be rude, but we didn't exactly do it for you guys. The Dark One that raised this village, and as a message to my people, executed me before them. Young man who takes the form of a proud beast, I have something to ask of you. When the Dark Ones descend upon our village, I sent my young one, Rallis, to Hyrule Castle to inform Princess Zelda of our fate. But I fear danger followed him from this doomed place. I feel it, his presence grow fainter to me over time. But my time in this world has passed, and though I would give it gladly, I no longer have a life to risk in his rescue. Please would you save my dearest Princess Rals? I will try my best. If you do this thing, I bestow upon you the protection of water. This power will grant you the ability to swim and respire in very deep water as if you were a Zora. Please save my son. I already have one of those. I got the Zora mask. Woo! In your face, sucker. So if we help her, she'll grant us the power to swim in deep water like a Zora, huh? So, what do you say, hero? Oh, but now that I think about it, I don't suppose you should meet the prince as a wolf, huh? So, no hurry to return you to the world of light then, huh? Yeah, I guess we should head on out. I'm glad that Princess Rudo died in vain. I still think it's stupid in Wind Waker. It's like, guess what? We evolved into bird creatures and the whole world's full of water. It's like, crap, we evolved at the wrong time, didn't we? Crap. You know, you guys could have ruled the entire ocean, but you didn't. Actually, these versions of the Zoras are actually river Zoras, and they're river Zoras instead of ocean Zoras, which they were in Ocarina and Majora's Mask. Looks like the shock of the impact not only raised the water level, but sped up the flow, too. The water should flow all the way down to the lake. Why don't you let it take you there? Take you there. Wanna go there. I don't know what that song is. But I always sing it. There's a weird ice thing over there. I wonder if we'll ever have to come back to that later. I still love when Link falls or, like, does something weird. He's like, no, don't take me. What could possibly go wrong? It's just, your lakeside business is... See, Lake Hylia is all fine now. I still think it's really stupid that you rely on one water source for your entirety of the world. I'm just saying, if this water source gets destroyed, we're all screwed. Huh? Aren't you awake yet? I'm glad you dragged me to shore, thank you. Look, we got washed all the way down to Lake Hylia, just as I predicted. And it looks like we're right in front of the Spirit Spring to boot. Talk about lucky. Well, let's go. Snap out of it and get to the Spirit. I will. Let's go talk to the Spirit. Hopefully, the Spirit will provide me with the answers that I need. Will hopefully lead me to the Fused Shadow. Will hopefully lead me to a better place. Spirit, please don't be a jerk. I am the last of the spirits of the light consumed by Twilight. Hero chosen one of the gods, you have done well to make it this far. Gather my scattered tears of light that were stolen by the shadows. Gather them in this. Another vessel of light. You got the vessel of light. It's crucial to collecting the tears of light. If you feel the light, yeah, we already know about all this stuff. We will return this place to normal and we will get all the stuff. I am sure you know by now the forms that these dark insects take when they steal our light. In the shadow realm of Twilight, the insects are invisible like the humans of this world. Collect my light. Lift the final cloud of Twilight that threatens to cover all of Hyrule. I'm glad that oh, hey, hold on a second. Yeah, I already talked to you. Get out of here. I don't care about you. You know that I actually think that this is actually one of the weirder versions of the Twilight people, because he is actually a complete and total utter jerk when we meet up with him again later. Aha, Bugs, I see you. You can't hide from me, good friend. You can't hide from me. I can smell you right now. There's actually one back in Castletown. You know how, like I said, this is probably one of the longest. I hear the whistling thing. I hear the whistling stone that I need to go acquire, but you know, right now, is there a whistling stone down here? I would think so. Holy crap. And gosh dang it, more of the stupid shadow creatures who look somewhat like Midna, except they're red. You know, I'm getting this feeling that these people are connected some way, shape, or form. I'm getting this feeling that this game is connected to other Zelda games somehow. I have no idea how, but you don't quote me on that. These ones are all weird because they're all like away from each other. You know what? You know what game I want to play right now? Over the Hedge, the video game. That sounds like such a random thing to say, but you know, I played that game a lot as a kid for some weird reason. I played a lot of licensed video games as a kid for some weird reason, because it's like, I like that movie. I'll just play that game because it was one of my favorite movies. And it's like, actually, when I watch that movie back, it's like, yeah, I don't really like this movie all that much. It's one of those movies where it's like, oh, it's one of those stories. You can't play that story with me. I got you before you could even bury yourself underneath the ground in your face, sucker. I will now eat your innards. I think we'll have to come back here later for... Oh, I fell in the ocean anyway. That's fine. I fell in the ocean anyway. That's not what I meant to say, but whatever. Whatever, I can mess up all my words and still have a great commentary. Isn't that right, future me? Oh, future me, you card. You card. I probably won't even answer myself. If my future me doesn't answer myself, then I will just look like an extremely weird person who just talks to an imaginary person that he refers to as future me. That would be really fun. I wish Lunk could swim a little bit faster in his beast form. We'll actually head to that little thing over there later. If you're wondering why the world's so small, there's actually a whole nother world outside this world. Hey friend, can I use your thingamajig? Customers won't come, even though the water's back. Maybe no one knows. Perhaps I should go tell folks around town. So tired. What have you been doing all day? You just... Lazy millennials? Gosh darn millennials. You ruin everything. But electrified gamer, you're technically a millennial. Don't say that. If I don't refer to myself as a millennial, then I can get away with calling other millennials lazy pricks. I can't believe I said prick. You know, I've been cussing an awful lot. You know what? I just gotta get all the swear words out of my system right now. Here we go. Future me, bleep this out. Here we go. I can't do it. I actually think bleeping is funnier than actually saying the cuss word itself, unless it's like perfect timing on like the cuss word saying, then it's like, oh, you just cuss. But you know, it's kind of like in Brutal Legend where the game's like, do you want to like insert like the censoring bleep? I'm like, heck yeah, I do, because it's just funny. It's like mother beep. You know, I just don't know why. I always like that. Everyone can cuss, but no one. Oh, that was the monster there. I was like, what is this? I was like, where is the little guy? Well, that's all three of them, so I don't know where Midna wants us to go now. If you blow that grass there, the monster bird that was just here should come back. And even if you can't play it yourself, maybe you can sit there and howl the same song. You know what? I think I will. You know what, Lunk? You know what, Lunk? You are a talented musician enough to be able to not only blow on grass to perform a very precise song, but also use your howling abilities to play the exact precise song. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm glad this is why I said this is the longest one, because you actually have to. The Windows, don't update. Don't update, Windows. Please don't update. Please, for the love of Lord, Windows, don't update while I'm recording. You always do that at the wrong time. That reminds me of whatever game I was playing, and it was just like, it updated. Oh yeah, I was playing Recore, and it was like, we're updating you right now. It's like, please don't do that. Please, for the love of Lord, don't do that. For the love of Lord, Lord, South Park's amazing.